I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Keystone Cougar 26RBS. This is an awesome travel trailer layout. It's a great couples model. You have theater seating directly across from the TV, big super slide, huge rear bath, and a ton of awesome features. Let's actually start off here on that super slide. So as I mentioned, this is your dual theater seating Thomas Paine collection. Very, very comfortable. I like the pattern on here too. It's almost like a vinyl material, but it has, you know, kind of this, again, this cool pattern. Almost makes it look like a cloth. I think they did a great job on the color selection. Both of these do recline. You can kick back, relax. You have some cup holders there as well as a spot for your remotes. And as I mentioned, we'll see in a little bit, it is directly across from your 4K TV. Right next to that is the dinette. So this does drop down into a bed if you need it to. Otherwise, it's a perfect spot for 4 people to comfortably sit, have a meal together, play games together, etc., etc. You will see the windows all the way across the slide, folks. This is probably some of the largest windows you will see in a travel trailer slide. They call it their panoramic windows for exactly that reason, and it lets in a ton of natural light. You'll also see LED lights. You know, most manufacturers will have 1, maybe 2 of the puck lights here. Your Cougar has 3 above the dinette and 3 above your theater seating to make sure it feels nice and bright and airy. If you want it to be a little bit darker, it is on a dimmer switch. You just push and hold this and it dims down and brightens back up. I'd normally show you, but it makes my camera do funny things. But that is how you control those lights there. Across the way, we get into the kitchen. Beautiful kitchen countertops here. You can see you have this solid surface. It also allows you to undermount the sink, and when you do that, not only does it make the sink look nice and give it a clean look, but it also lets you put in your sink top covers here, which are basically flush mount with the countertop, so this is all good usable prep space. When we take that off, you will see the double bowl undermount stainless steel sink there. Again, kind of a more modern cut to it. Both of these can be used as cutting boards, so, you know, flip them over, use the one side as a cutting board there. Then you'll see the high-rise pull-out faucet, perfect for washing and rinsing dishes, makes it nice and easy. Little spice rack right back here, couple plug-ins there as well. You have dual electrical outlets. Storage across the top, open that up for you just to kind of show you, how big that storage actually is there. Microwave and hood with a light and fan. Directly underneath that, you have this really pretty backsplash. You know, and it's an actual piece that they put in. It's not just like a wallpaper or anything, so it is a quality backsplash there. The 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. This does fold up and back, so that way, you can use that as a backsplash. Right underneath, you'll see the knobs light up if you want them to. And then you have the oven underneath if you want to do some baking. It is a larger oven here as well. For storage underneath, you see plenty of room underneath the sink for a trash can. And then you have this big pull-out one here. You can fit some pots and pans and stuff in there. Moving over a little bit further, you get into the Dometic fridge-freezer combo. Plenty of space in here. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. And then the entertainment center. Storage all the way across the top. Really cool decorative glass. Open it up just to kind of give you an idea of space there. You have your 50-inch TV right underneath. Again, as I mentioned, that is a 4K TV. Not that you'll get 4K at your campsite, but it just goes to show you they are putting some higher quality components in the RV. Tied into that is your multimedia center here. This unit is a radio and CD player. It's also a DVD player, so you can watch a movie if you so choose. It does control the speakers in here as well as outside, and it is Bluetooth capable. Right underneath that, you will see your fireplace. Cool thing about this is not only does it look really nice, but it also is a space heater. This will put out about 5,000 BTUs, runs off electric, and when you use that in conjunction with your 35,000 BTU furnace, folks, you can definitely make this place nice and toasty. Speaking of that, we'll take a look at the AC as well. So you have your center-mounted AC here. It is ducted all the way through. Cool thing about the Cougar is it has a 15K main AC here, and it has option for a second. It's already prepped for it, so if you want a second one, you can have that. It's in a racetrack pattern, so both of them work together to make sure you have nice, even cooling. With that too, the cool thing that Cougar does is their ductwork they run in the ceiling. They actually use couplers to combine the ductwork where most don't. Most just tape it, and that can get crushed. You get a bunch of air loss. Those couplers really do a great job of helping to hold all of your ductwork together. You'll also notice the barreled ceiling in here, so it makes it nice and big and open as well. Making our way back a little bit further, we'll open this up. You see plenty of storage right there. You have 4 drawers right underneath there. I forgot to mention, folks, in the kitchen you have 3 drawers as well. Should probably hit on that so you don't think there aren't drawers in here. There are right here, so for your flatware and everything, you do have plenty of drawer space in the kitchen, but you have these additional drawers here. There's storage everywhere in this floor plan. Right back here, we'll open this up. You walk in, you have a great coat closet there. Storage up above that as well. Big storage down below. A little bit underneath here too. You can see that. Another cool thing that the Cougar has is this right here, the in-command system. Rather than having the big ugly panel, basically everything is in this touchscreen system right here. Default code is all zeros, just so you know. But there's a bunch of different things you can do in here. You can turn on your obviously all your lights, your water heater, your water pump. One of the cool things about the Cougar is the HVAC. If you see right here, you have a scheduled start and stop time. So you can actually schedule your AC to turn on at a certain time. So let's say, you know, you are staying somewhere for a couple weeks, you want to go out into town, but you want to make sure that your AC kicks on at, you know, at noon, so it's nice and cool in here. You can set that up so you can have it kick on at noon, kick back off at 6 p.m. or whatever you want. There really aren't many manufacturers out there, especially in travel trailers, that can make that happen. Making our way into the bathroom. So right down here is your foot flush lever toilet, porcelain bowl, so it's easy to clean. It'll stay looking nice. As you can see, I have a ton of leg room, plenty of shoulder space here as well. Up above me is some additional storage, so you have a spot for some of your, you know, towels, or if you want to put toilet paper up there, you can do that as well. The sink, look at the size of the bowl, folks. This is a massive bowl compared to what you normally have in bathrooms. How many times have you gone to wash your hands and you have water splattering everywhere, you're brushing your teeth, you know, and there's just not a big spot to be able to spit it out in. This is a huge bowl, which I certainly like. You also have the electrical outlet right there, mirrored medicine cabinet up top, vent fan up on the ceiling, robe hooks right back here, so plenty of spots to hang up your towel, and a neo-angle shower. I'll take a step in here for you. So I'm 6 foot. As you can see, I have a ton of space, especially with the skylight. Even if you're 6'4", 6'5", you can still stand underneath that skylight and be able to shower in here. You will see that the doors are on a roller track, so that way when you're done showering, you open it up, all the water goes down the door and into the shower pan, unlike a curtain where a lot of times it ends up on the floor. And then you also have a hand wand here with some shelves. When you walk into the bedroom, one of the first things you will notice is the 70 by 80 inch king bed. This is awesome, folks. It's almost true residential size. It's only 2 inches narrower, but you do get the full 80-inch length, meaning if you're a taller person, your feet aren't going to be hanging off. You'll also see you have big storage underneath. It is strut supported, so it's super easy to get to. And on both sides of the bed here, you will see your nightstands. You have cubby holes underneath. You'll have the electrical outlets there as well with the USB ports on the one side. Up above, you have mirrored wardrobe with your hanging rods, storage across the top. You'll see a big, beautiful front window that lets in a ton of natural light. And then right up top here, you have a vent, and as I mentioned previously, that is already prepped for a second AC if you want one installed. You'll have a slider door for added privacy here. And then there is a backer in the wall if you want a TV in the bedroom. The connections for that are right up top. You'll see this is your second thermistor, so that way if you do have a second AC installed, it will know exactly what the temp is in here. You have another one out in the main living area. And lastly, you will see your secondary entrance. So if you have additional guests, you can enter and exit without disturbing them. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Cougar 26RBS. Right up front is a power tongue jack. This makes it a lot easier to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle because all you have to do is simply flip the rocker switch here to raise and lower the tongue. You'll also see there is a light for added visibility at night. Directly behind that, you have two 30-pound propane tanks with your cover. A lot of manufacturers give you 20s. The Cougar does come with two 30s. That way you have more propane so you have more heat and can stay out camping longer. Right behind that, you will see rails for your battery. Notice that it is a very large section there, so if you want two batteries, you do have enough space for it. And then coming up the front, you have the diamond etched plating, helping to protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that will get thrown up by your tow vehicle. You'll also see the front cap right above that with that gorgeous windshield I had talked about when we were inside. You have LED lights that are inlaid in here, and this also helps a lot for insulation. Behind this, they actually put a thermofoil barrier to help keep heat out, so that way as the sun's beating on it, it's not heating up your bedroom. Making our way around to the side is the pass-through storage. You'll see a covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. It's also slam latch and it's magnetic, so you can put it up just like that and it will stay right where it's supposed to. You take a look inside, you'll see the big pass-through storage. Also, you have the in-command brain box right here. So I showed you the control inside. Cool thing about this is it gives you some redundancy. So in the rare event that that unit does fail, you can come right in here, basically manually adjust, your slides in and out, things like that. You'll see the large power awning on here. It does cover both entrances. Just touch a button to roll it out. Same thing to have it go back in, and you have the LED light strip underneath there. This is the secondary entrance. This is the one into the bedroom. You'll see the 3 foldable steps. They are upgraded though because they are the aluminum treads on here, so that way they won't rust on you. You'll also see the grip tapes. That way if it's wet, you have some additional traction. And then you have the grab handle right here. Underneath, a couple important things. One of them, probably one of the biggest, is this right here, folks. That is actual auto level. That is something that's not very common on travel trailers. You'll see it on a lot of fifth wheels, but you have it on the travel trailer. So you touch a button, this coach will literally level itself out, which is awesome. Also, it does have a fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly. The Cougar has been tested by a third-party company from 0 degrees up to 100 to make sure you will stay comfortable and that your lines and everything underneath will not freeze at that temperature. You will see your outside shower with both hot and cold water access there. TV hookup right here, so if you want outside TV, that will be the place to do it. You have your cable outlet as well as your electrical outlet right there. Gorgeous aluminum alloy wheels. Again, great thing about aluminum, they won't rust, so they'll stay looking beautiful for years to come. And one of my favorite parts is this right here, which is the outside kitchen. I love when manufacturers are able to put outside kitchens in floor plans, especially when it's not a bunk model, because that tends to be where they're most common. So you'll see you have your fridge right here, which is great. Perfect spot, put some of your beverages, condiments, whatever else you need in there. You'll see you have this right up top, so you can put, your plates, cups, things like that. And then you have the cooktop. So the thing I like about this is rather than just having your normal, 2-burner cooktop, Cougar actually puts in the Capital Grill. So that way you can grill food, because when I'm, camping, it's usually what I'm doing. I want to grill. This gives you the option to do that, or you can use it, more like a traditional 2-burner cooktop. You can put a pan on there. It'll certainly work with that as well. The main steps are the MORryde step above system. It's a very, very solid step system. I mean, you can see I can jump up and down on here. It doesn't flex, it doesn't have that springboard effect. Again, aluminum treads on here as well with grip tape so you're not slipping. And because the steps come out further, they also give you the larger grab handle here. So that way you have that control and help from the first step all the way in. Let's come around to the back side. You will see the square tubular bumper with end caps. That'll give you a convenient spot in which you can store your sewer hose there. And what you'll notice is mounted to that, you have this 2-inch receiver. So that way, if you want to hook up like a bike rack or something like that to that, you're able to do so. Now, it's not heavy duty enough to tow anything, don't get me wrong, but it is great for, as I mentioned, like a bike rack or utility rack. You can just plug right in there. You'll also see the spare tire that is mounted right here. It does have a cover on there to help protect it from the elements. As you can see, it's definitely doing its job right now. And this is probably one of the easiest places to get to it because you don't have to get down on your hands and knees. Rear mounted ladder comes standard. That allows you to walk up onto the fully walkable roof up there for any kind of maintenance or just cleaning it off. You'll also see that you have backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, it's already pre-wired. That way it'll save you a lot of money on labor. Coming around to this side right here, you will see your detachable power cord. This one is, of course, a 50 amp supply because you have your second AC prep as well as a fireplace. Going back up here on the off-door side, we have the docking stations. You'll notice a couple things. You have an outside shower with both hot and cold water access here. Your cable inlet, also your black tank flush to help wash out your black tank. And then you have your tank fill right here. So this actually is your water inlet to fill both your fresh tank and city water. If you have it down like it is right now, that'll be city. Flip it up to fill your fresh tank. If ever you get confused, there is a nice little handy guide right here on the inside of the door. Lastly, right up front is solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy the portable panels, plug it in right there. It's already pre-wired and it'll trickle charge your battery. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Keystone Cougar 26RBS. If you're interested in this gorgeous couples model and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.